we live? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the longest episodic running show in 239 history. Welcome to the Thursday Throwdown. I'm your host, X to the D to the A to the... No, I'm not. I'm not that guy. Listen, this is a sober elitist territory, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Daly couldn't be here tonight, man, so they got your boy Esso. It's serious business night, as you can see by the threads. That's it. That's all I got. Pale, hi.
Hey, what's going on? I'm confused. Anyway, 239 hockey. Here we go. We got a big show tonight. We've got a lot going on. We've got the draft coming up already. What? We've got captains selected. We've got draft order tonight live picked here. We've got the season 5 finals still going on tonight. We had them start earlier this week. We've got a big series. Let's talk about it. Agent, you're my next up. What's going on?
Nothing, man. I'm excited to be on the show. We're starting late like normal, but starting earlier than normal. So we're going to count as if we are early for once, so make us feel a little better about ourselves. I am representing the right show for once, not repping the East over. I'm sorry, SO. You know, I'm letting you down for once, but no, I'm excited. We got a lot to talk about tonight, a lot of stuff on the agenda. I'll bring you over to the other main man. You know who he is, Mr. Ability.
Yeah. All right, boys. Tonight's a big night, and I too am repping. But I've got to rep this out for tonight. It's the season finale. All right, Victoria's Secret versus Hut Heroes, and boy, I'm telling you, the Hut Heroes, they got some magic left in the tank. I feel it's going to be a war. This is these games right here. But before we get into all that, Miss Kinky, thank you for joining us tonight. How are you doing?
Hey, good. I'm excited to watch the show tonight. We have a ton of stuff we're going down and going over for Throwdown, so it's be an interesting week here in 239.
All right, so yeah, I mean, that's what we got going on. We've got a lot happening. Let's just kick right into it. The season 5 finals are still happening. They started up earlier on Monday night. Lots of stuff happened. I'm not sure anybody really expected. Victoria's Secret is up 3-1 in this series. The Hut Heroes, #1 seed, they lost one series all season, have their backs to the wall. They had to win after, I think they won game 3, correct? They won game 3. They won game 4? Okay. They won game 4 to keep themselves alive just to get here to Thursday night. And I don't know, Agent, did you watch any of the series? I thought that the Victoria's Secret really, controlled play in the first 2 games, but it wasn't their offense that was controlling the play. It was the defense. Their defense stifled that Hut Heroes team. What do you think?
I'm going to point patented. I agree. Period. No. Honestly, they played their own game. I noticed. I don't remember who I was in a party with. I was just trying to think on that while you were talking. But the Hut Heroes wasn't playing their game. That was very obvious for the first 3 games. They were not in their defensive mindset. I mean, they weren't set up. They weren't geared up. They weren't playing that swarming defense that they're so used to playing. Everybody's watched their games. Everybody's used to the shots you're getting are coming from the outside, and they aren't typically high quality shots. Where that didn't happen. I mean, like you said, Victoria's Secret kind of had their way. Their defense had some really good outlet passes. Brick City played really, really awesome. Odd Guy played really, really awesome. And Ability didn't let in the softies. So, the team is playing better than they have, I think, ever, and they're doing it at the right time. So, I mean, props to them. They're the reason they're where they're at. They played really, really good those first few games, and I think they deserved every win that they got so far. Pale, you're muted. You're pulling on me.
Yeah, I am, I guess. I suck. I think one name that you mentioned there in particular happens to be on this show currently. Had a huge series, man. And that's Ability, bro. He came in there and he just dominated. He had a really good series overall. I mean, there were a couple of posts that saved him. Absolutely. But, I mean, a goalie's going to tell you that he just didn't give him any space to make the shot. So, I mean, I thought Ability played really well. I thought Victoria's Secret did well. I mean, a 1-0 win, you're expecting the Hut Heroes to take that. And Victoria's Secret was able to play their game and make it happen. Esoteric, did you get a chance to watch any of that series? What's your take?
I watched every game. Yeah. I really think they got the Hut Heroes out of their element big time for whatever reason. And the one thing I noticed most, which somebody already touched on, Victoria's Secret, their D structure and their lane coverage was second to none. And that's something that we haven't really seen from them this season. They gave up a ton of goals. They did. And you go in here in this series and look, the Hut Heroes, they have grinded people down all season long into fucking dog meat, right? Just stifling defense, B Crips, just, you know, just when you think you crack them, they score one on you. But again, they don't have that high octane offense. And I went on record on the Elitists and I said, I think the Hut Heroes take this thing in 5, maybe 6. Obviously, that's not the case. But I did not see Victoria's Secret playing this well defensively. And that's not just the D. That's not just Odd Guy and Brick. That's the whole team, top to bottom. They've been playing excellent. The lane coverage, dude. There's no Marty and those guys have nowhere to go. And then they get down. And here's what I'm seeing from those guys. They're leaking. It's not going to work. Odd Guy and Brick are eating that up. They've been eating it up all series long, so they have to change that up. Either that or not get behind. I mean, that's what I'm seeing so far if they want a shot at this thing.
I think Game 4 was the first game that the Hut Heroes had a lead in the entire series. Other than that, they never had a lead in the entire series. Kinky, did you get a chance to watch it? What do you think?
I was glued to every single game. I off guard because I was expecting to see the Hut Heroes show up like we're used to seeing them show up. And then when we get put in this situation, we're watching them versus Victoria's Secret now. Completely different game. Victoria's Secret's just playing out of their mind. Like, they're pulling it out at the right time to really play at their absolute peak. And I know a lot of times, you know, people tend to rag on Victoria's Secret and whatnot, but they're really making the right decisions and making the right calls when it matters. So props to them and good luck to everyone playing tonight.
Yeah, and I kind of said it a little bit on the 239 tonight. I wasn't actually on the show, but I sent Cortez a message, and he said what I sent to him on the show. And basically, I called out Brick a little bit in that he's the type of guy that's going to be able to change a game plan on the fly. He's really going to be able to apply something that he sees on the other team to be able to take advantage of that and make things happen. And what I saw while I was watching the series was Brick do exactly that. You see him get the puck in his own zone, and he just sucks guys to him. And in the first 2 games, the Hut Heroes just gave him all the space in the world. There was one goal where he walked it from basically behind his goal line, coast to coast, and just took it in on B Crips. I don't think B Crips has given up any soft goals. I don't think that there's been any bad goals given up to Victoria's Secret. I think that they've just, frankly, haven't been able to stop the Victoria's Secret offense when it's there. Ability, what do you think about the Hut Heroes defense, and why do you think you guys have so much success against them currently?
Well, I'll be honest with you, and I know that like my team would like me to come out here and just say some stuff that is just off the wall, overly arrogant, but I'll be 100% frank. We played tough. They play tough. Maybe we didn't catch them at their best in those first 3 games, but that 4th game, they seem to caught on, and I think that that's the team we're going to be facing tonight. Now, we really did play well. It was all around. My team, my players in particular, man, I love these guys I'm with. And that's why, you know, some of the struggles that we went through this season, it was tough for me because, man, I love the team I've got. But they said early on, and I won't name names, just a couple of them, but, you know, we're going to win this for ability. All right. They said that to me, knowing that I probably wasn't going to win it for myself, but they were going to do everything they could to try and win it for me. Okay, so that has brought me to this point. Now we reach the finals, and now I'm like, holy shit, my team was serious. These guys were serious, man. They're wanting to get me there. So that made me really put in some work. I've been practicing online, offline, when you see me, when you don't. I've been playing a lot of this game, trying to just structure myself and get ready for the things the Hut Heroes were going to throw at me. They watch footage, they take notes, they address it. I did something similar. Odd Guy's done similar things, and even Brick. So we've had a lot of conversations throughout this series. Like I said in my write-up, we've been waiting for this rematch for a while. And, this is what it all comes down to. I expect the Hut Heroes to come out tonight and play extremely difficult. They're going to switch things up on us, and we're just going to have to play our game. We've got a few ideas on how to get past some of the things they might throw at us. So, man, it's kind of a mind game as much as it is hockey right here. But I'm excited to get going, and I, too, wish everybody the best of luck tonight.
Billy, what are you going to throw at – I have a question. What are you going to throw at the Hut Heroes on that game one with 3 fucking right post hits by 1 player alone?
Oh, well, I got Beavis and Butthead. Those are my posts, okay? They're really cool to hang out with. They accidentally do some things that save you once in a while. But overall, man, sometimes Beavis wins and sometimes Butthead wins. So, I don't know. I love those posts.
So, yeah, we'll step into that for a second. We've given Victoria's Secret their fair share of blowies. But the Hut Heroes are out there, and they're competing, and I thought they controlled play. I really liked the adjustments that they made in games 3 and 4. I thought that they got a little bit more aggressive on the forecheck. Hockeytown, I thought, did a really good job of getting in the lanes and taking away passing lanes for Victoria's Secret that had been there in the previous 2 games. What do you think the Hut Heroes have to do, Mark, to continue and make this a 7-game series that they hope end up winning?
I mean, they need to figure out a recipe to continue that game 4 win. I think the biggest thing is try and keep the puck low, cycle it, whatever you got to do to keep the puck low so you can keep those forwards at least at their own blue line. Because if those guys get out in space, they caught them on a lot of odd man rushes, and that's where those Tom and Cosmic thrive. Man, that is their game: is passing, moving the puck, and scoring. They're doing their own thing, getting space. So you're going to lose every single time. Those guys, I don't care who you have playing defense. Sea-Doo won the Norris last year. You're not going to win. Those guys are too good. So I think they really need to focus on cycling the puck. And Marty's a great 2-way player, and he needs to play it even better tonight. He needs to play a really, really, really sound defensive game and hold those guys at bay. They can't give up any more off-man rushes. They need to play their defensive game to have any sort of chance tonight. And that's the only way. I mean, Cripps played an awesome series. I can't even think anybody can deny that. He still played great considering what the scores ended up. So I think it just relies on the skaters on playing positionally really sound and helping each other out.
All right. Yeah. I mean, Esso, these guys are out there. Dolly's out there. I see him getting most of the Hut Heroes chances. Marty, Sea-Doo, C-Dub, Hockeytown, these are guys that can all score. What do you think, man? What do they have to do to get more goals on the board, to be able to score a little bit more?
I agree that Marty's getting most of the looks, and I think that has to change. Up until like this season, maybe a little bit of last season too, this is like flip-flop Marty, right? Like Marty's usually the elite 2-way, not as many goals, more assists. But the past 2 seasons has changed a little bit. Maybe the teams he's been on dictated that, but I really think Dolly and Hockeytown need to get a lot of these looks. And he just needs to do his thing. Don't try too hard. Do what brought you there. These are all typical what do you want to call them? Cliches, right? These are all cliches, seriously. But they did it all year long, and they didn't change the formula, right? So why would you change it now? Don't change it now. Just keep being the Hut Heroes, man. Do what's going to win you the game. Don't get out of your element. If you go down by a goal, do not leak. You don't need to leak. They're going to eat that up all day long. Just play your grind game, man, and you guys are good enough. You're going to get a couple goals and maybe stretch this thing to 6-7 games, hopefully 7, because I'm in the mood to watch 3 games tonight, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, aside from that, This isn't – what else, too? This isn't really being decided by the goalies this series. This is being decided by the players because both goalies have played good. Both goalies have played really well, but I don't think either goalie is going to cost them anything. The guys playing between the lines, man, they're doing such a good job defensively and stuff. But somebody mentioned the cycle too, right? Try and get the puck deep on these guys and cycle a bit. I think that's where if Brick and Odd Guy struggle, it's going to be defending the cycle against those talented players.
All right. So while Esso was there talking, we had another new face join us. First time on Throwdown, C-Dub. How you doing over there?
What's going on, boys and lady?
We've been discussing your series here, and we've just we got into talking about Victoria's Secret. Right now, we're kind of talking. Jesus. Now we're talking more about the Hut Heroes. I think the general consensus around here is probably that you guys may need to put up a couple more goals than you have been, while maintaining that solid defensive play. We've been talking about, how you can go about doing that. What do you think needs to happen? What do you guys think you need to exploit from the Victorious?
Without giving out our strategy too much, I think I think we need to make a couple extra passes, good passes. Our passing percentage was probably one of the worst passing percentage series we've had this entire season and playoffs. But yeah, I think passing is going to be the key. I'm not going to go too far into it because I'm sure Ability and others are watching. So, that's all I'm going to say.
Understood. Well, I think, does anybody else have anything on the series?
C-Dub, man, they're not watching, man. You can say whatever you want on this show.
Don't believe them. Don't give them that. All right, let's move on. We've had a huge week here. We've had captains. They were announced. We have 7 new captains this season. We've got 7 ones that are returning and 7 new ones. I don't have the list in front of me, so if somebody is out there sitting on it, agent's got it. What do you got, buddy? Can you read it off?
You want the freshies?
Yeah, let's go with the freshmen first. Yeah, go ahead.
Fresh. Well, I mean, honestly, everybody knows the one and only King Rome, and I don't think you can even consider the guy a freshman. I mean, he's captained plenty of teams, whether it be this league or others. The guy knows what he's doing, So I don't know if you can consider him in the same realm. Some of the other guys I'm not so sure on their prior captaincies. Next on the list would be Joe Stowe. Joey Stowe is going to step in and take on a captain spot here in season 6, which I think that'll be really good for him. He knows a lot about the league. Noah Gretzky is a new guy to the league that brings a lot of skill to a team, and I think he knows the game really well. I think Esoteric has his own name for him as a hut master, but he knows a lot about the game, and I think that's going to help him and captaining. Another guy, C-Dub himself, is going to be captaining. What do you think, C-Dub? What are you thinking on this coming season?
Well, I mean, short notice on the draft, so got a lot of scouting to cram in the next 4.
Yeah, for sure. So to go into that real quick, we do have the draft day, and it is very soon. It is actually going to be on Monday night. It's Thursday. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're talking 4 days from now. We're going to be drafting for season number 6. The quick turnaround basically is because of the holidays. We don't really schedule where the seasons are going to end. They kind of just end as they do. And this one ended a week and a half before Christmas and New Year's. So that ultimately made it very difficult to find a day that all of our captains, all of our new captains, all of our old captains were able to all get on the same page on the same day to be able to go out and draft. And ultimately, we couldn't figure out later in that week, we couldn't figure out that next week. So it was either going to be Monday or we were going to wait until the second week of January to do a draft. And I think the captains all pretty much voted on it and decided that they wanted to do it on Monday with the short notice. So unfortunately, some of these captains that are newer are going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage as they have to go in and scout all these guys in a very short period of time, all these new players as well as some of the older ones that have been around the league. But let's keep it going. We've got C-Dub. We got a couple of those new captains listed. Let's go.
Another one on the list would be Murph. I don't know as much about Murph necessarily. I don't know about you guys, what his knowledge is of the league or.
Yeah, I mean he's a guy that's been in the league for a couple of seasons now. He's got a pretty high skill cap. He's a guy that can make things happen on his own. I think a lot of people would probably compare him to like a McSwagger type of player. So yeah, he's one of our new captains as well. What else you got?
Next on the list is another guy that's captain a ton of teams. He's captaining another league right now. Very smart hockey player, Pogsy. Pogs is going to be captaining, and I think that's going to be a really strong captain for the upcoming season. He's a very knowledgeable guy. He knows a lot of guys. Not a lot of the newer guys coming into the league. So current captains or new captains, don't let him fucking drape you, because I know his strategy. Pogsy, he's a sly guy. So
Amen.
Make sure you watch him on that. But he's a smart guy. He's a good hockey player, and he's fun to play with, and I'm sure it'll be fun to play for. You know, he can change up. He notices tendencies, so that's a fun thing about him. And the last one I'm probably the most excited about, a guy that I think really deserves it, and I think he'll be a fun captain, is Mr. McSwagger himself. He likes to have fun at parties. He's similar to ability style. You know, he just wants to have fun playing the game. You know, he wants to enjoy the people that's on his team. If he doesn't like you, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be on his team, because I think the guy just likes to have fun and he likes to win. I mean, that's simple and plain and to the point. So I don't know if you guys have anything extra to add in on any of those captains or anything.
Yeah,
Ryan?
Swag getting to be captain. Holy cow. Now, the irony of this, you guys will find out probably in a week or 2 weeks or something when something gets released. But, I couldn't be more pumped for you. And, because I feel like Swag deserved it, man. He's done a complete turnaround. The guy's been great. And, more power to you, bro. I hope you draft a good team and have a good season 6, because, man, there's going to be 13 other captains coming for you.
I mean, the guy went from being one of the league shitbags to being voted up for the Lady Bing, so props to the guy.
I mean, honestly, man, I love it. I love this guy getting a shot, man. He's been asking for a shot since I've been here in season 2, and he's finally getting it here in season 6. I mean, he's done everything the league asked of him. The guy, like it, I mean, he's like a face of the league now, guys. Isn't that crazy? Like when you think of 239, there's always names attached to it, and he's one of them. He's definitely one of those names. It's awesome, man. I'm psyched. I'm pumped to see what he does as a rookie captain, and what he puts together.
I'm excited to see what a lot of these rookie captains do. Adrian, if you just want to run down the list of some of those old guys. What do you got?
Yep. We got otherwise the rest are all returning captains from prior season or last season. Tailponer himself, going to be on the captain list again. X Daily captaining again. I don't think he can go through another Legion captaincy. I think he'll never allow that to happen again. But I mean, just when he watches this show later, you are the reason you missed playoffs, Daily. That is on you.
Facts.
Missing a series. Late for the show and missing series. Dami Silva. That'll be another guy bringing out the hashtag Chem. He's going to attempt it again. Best of luck. He's one of my favorite guys in the league. He's a generally nice guy. That's another guy who should be up for Lady Bing every season. He's a great person. Then we got Tomahawk, who's captain 2 seasons ago, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did a good job. He had a train wreck to start in that season, and he actually turned it around and did a really good job. And again, he had a great season this last season playing Tendy, so props to him. I think he'll do a good job captaining. Mr. Ability, everybody knows he bring his team to the finals this season. We'll see if he gets it done tonight. I hope he does, but we'll see. DC, Desired Customs, is another captain coming back who captained, I believe, 2 seasons ago again, right?
And last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yep. And DJ, I Soldier Up, who's notorious for the shithole seasons, and then he goes and ruins mine this season. So,
yeah, man,
for
sure.
No, I think we have a good list of captains coming back. I think it's going to be really good for the league, all the guys that are coming in for it.
Absolutely. I'm excited about this year's captains. I think we've got a lot of good ones out there. I'm excited to see how a couple of these new guys do. C-Dub, were you expecting to be able to be chosen the captain?
Not well. I mean, I was hoping for it when I signed up for it, but I wasn't expecting it. I asked for it last season too, but I knew I was still pretty new, so I'd actually kind of forgotten until you messaged me. So it's kind of a nice surprise. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so I mean, we're getting into it. You're a first-time captain. Esoteric, you've been around the block. You've done your captain in bids. What advice you got for the new first-time captain?
Oh man. Now, Dub, is this your first ever captain in any league?
Yeah, this is only my third season, or going into fourth season of league for me.
Okay. All right. Well, it's misery. Yeah, captaining is misery.
Not true.
No, it's actually it's fun because listen, there's reasons why I love it and reasons why I hate it. I love captaining because you control your destiny. You get to pick who you play with. You don't have to worry about getting stuck with people you don't like playing with or people you don't mesh with because you pick it. So that's the best part about it. But this league is really unique with all the responsibilities that come with captaining as far as write-ups and the awesome scoreboard that Rock has afforded us and things of that nature. So it can be taxing, and then you have personalities on the teams that you got to deal with all that stuff. But like, I guess my advice to put together a good draft is just, I mean, Dub, you've played with probably a ton of us now by this point. The only scouting you should really have to do is the new guys. There was a lot of them too, so I guess first-time captains, make sure you play with guys if you can that you haven't played with. There's going to be diamonds in the rough that you find late that could make or break your season. So I guess that's my obvious advice.
The advice I got is find a team that has fun together, has the same mentality, same kind of what I call persona. I mean, that's the only way you're going to have fun in games. Otherwise, those games can get really depressing if they don't go the way you want. So,
real quick, Pale, you got a jet in like 10 minutes, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you want to do this?
Let's just get to it, I guess. All right,
yeah.
Let's do it.
Because you don't want to miss it.
So, guys, we are doing the draft order right now. Esoteric, why don't you go ahead and explain what exactly we're going to be doing with the big team?
All right, here's what we did this year, just to change it up a little bit. Last year, Daly gave himself the #1 pick in a hat. You all remember that, right? So this is how we're going to do it. Earlier today, I assigned playing cards, okay? Ace all the way up to the Joker. It's 14 cards for 14 captains. I say randomly, but not really. I kind of was like, oh, King Rome's going to be the ace because he's DJ's ace. Shit like that. I gave that list to Mr. Agent. Agent, you have the list?
I do
okay, so each playing card, and this is a fresh pack, no shenanigans.
I gotta find this shit.
I'm gonna open it. It's being opened right now. We're gonna pick a suit, and I'm gonna have maybe Kinky. Kinky, you want to pick a suit?
Sure, I'm gonna pick hearts.
Hearts, wrapper. Okay. I'm gonna pull out Ace through King and the Joker of hearts. Fresh pack. There's your Joker.
There it is.
Comment from Tompkins in YouTube. Esso hates everything.
Just you, Tompkins, baby. Just you, baby. All right, so there are the hearts. Hold up. We're going to fan them out. We're going to do the bit. You'll have to make sure we got them all. I'm going slow. All right. Good to go. So far, everything looks kosher.
Everything looks perfect. There you go. You got
So,
them all.
I'm going to shuffle them up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one. And we're going to start at the bottom at 14. Okay? So we're going to start at 14, and we're going to go. I'm going to say the card I pull, and then Agent, you're going to tell the folks who it is and what pick they've gotten. So, and I just dropped something. Sick.
Want me to tell the reasoning behind the card as well?
Yeah, man. Do you need me to do it, or do you remember why I picked the number?
Dude, I got him. I got him. The only one I don't remember is the Joker. So
you can explain why every person got. I'm still shuffling, by the way. You can explain why every person got what they got. I need a hat now.
Want to do that currently or when they're pulled?
Huh?
Want me to do that currently or when they're pulled?
My hose hat.
When they're pulled. When they're
pulled.
All right.
I'm just dropping them all in right now. They're all in. I'm gonna fucking mix them up. No shenanigans. Just let me know when we're ready to roll, man. I'll grab one. I'll hold it above my head too. You ready to roll?
I'm ready, brother.
Okay. I got the first card in my hand. This is pick 14. 10 of hearts.
10 of hearts. None other than Mr. No Regretskis, because he's a perfect 10 in Esso's eyes in the hut player commodity.
And that is why he got number 10.
Pick number 14.
So you got the wrap pick, Regretskis. That's pretty good. You can do a lot with that. Moving on to 13 here. Got it. 9 of hearts.
9 of hearts. My favorite guy from last season, Mr. Pogsy. Favorite Pog had a 9-ball on it. What is a Pog, SO? Can we explain this?
Dude, you guys remember Pogs?
Yeah.
Yeah. You old fuckers, you know what I'm talking about. You've smashed them down with the thing, and yeah, man, I had my favorite Pog when I was a kid had like a 9-ball on it. You know, like the pool ball. So that's how I went with it. Pogs was 9.
Little piece of cardboard with like a graphic on it.
Yeah.
It costs like $20.
Next.
Go it. Do it.
I don't even know what it says. What is it? I didn't
Two
look
hearts.
Two hearts.
Mr. Daly. X to the D to the A to the L to the Y.
No first overall for you.
You know why? Because he cleans up number 2s off the wall.
Yep. That's why. He has to clean up all that doo-doo off the bathroom wall, man. That's why he's number 2. And he's picking, what was that, 12th overall?
I think that was 12. Yeah. I think that was 12.
All right. We're going for 11 here. I'm mixing them up good, boys.
Look at Pale. Pale's like too close to his computer right now. He's
ready?
Excited.
I'm ready.
Number 4. There it is.
Four
The
hearts.
guy himself. Pale, you're too close to computer. Pale Porner. Because he has a 4 in his gamer tag. Pretty weak explanation, but we'll roll.
Yeah, that's all I had, man. I'm sorry, Pale. I know you wanted higher, but it's the cards, dude. That's the way they fall.
It is.
It's just the way they fall. What we got? 6 of hearts.
6 of hearts. Mr. Swagger. He gets it because he's always playing that devil's advocate.
Yep, 6 for the devil, man. So that was what was that pick of 10?
That should have been 9?
10.
No, I think that was 10.
It was 10, okay.
Nope, that's 10.
10. Hopefully someone's recording this, by the way, so we,
I mean, it's going to be on YouTube, so.
Well, there is that. What do I got?
We're just
Got
going to
it.
delete it later.
Kinky's got it. Queen of
Gotcha.
hearts.
Queen of Hearts, Desired Customs, Hobbs fan, Broad.
Yeah, he's a Habs fan, so he's a broad. That's why you're the queen, Desired. And that's why you're number 9. All right. Pick 8. Ooh. King of Hearts.
The king. Ability, you going to be the king after tonight? What's happening, brother?
Oh boy, I don't know, but 8's better than 12, so I'll take it. Thank you, Essa.
What do you mean? The 12th pick got you to the finals,
pressure.
bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're in the finals, so. All right, so we're going to 7 here. Ace.
It'll be
Ace.
King Rome.
Rome himself, just because he's DJ's ace. That's the only reasoning.
Yep. That's all we had to hear all in the fucking
You
admin
should have
chat.
heard how
Guys, Rome is my
DJ
ace.
said
Rome is my ace.
Rome is my ace.
Oh,
Rome is my ace.
insufferable motherfucker.
Dub's over here silent as hell. Just keep him calm.
7.
Number 7. Tomahawk. Lucky 7, because he's a Pats fan. That's the only reason.
Yeah, lucky number 7. He got lucky 7.
What are we pulling here? What pick's next pick?
I think 6.
The
right?
next one is
I think it's
5.
Oh, 5. Okay. And here we are. What do we got?
The Jack.
Jack?
Why
Who's
is
got the
the
Jack?
Mr. I Soldier Up DJ because he's always jacking off.
No, I said because he's a jerk off and he's jack off.
Oh, he's a jack off.
He's a fucking jack off.
So that's same. It's probably still the same. It's all right.
Yeah. If your name hasn't been called yet, you got a top pick. What do we got? The Joker. That's Murph.
Joker. As of right now, Mr. Murph.
Is that 4 or is that 3?
That's 4.
That's 4. Okay.
That was 4.
3 left.
Okay. 3 to go. I do feel 3 cards in here, so that's good news.
Good thing.
I'm going to take this one. 3 of hearts.
The 3 of hearts. Dami Silva. And that works perfect. Number 3 gets pick 3 because he wants to have a threesome.
Yep.
With Rev.
Yep.
Threes.
Yeah, that's why I picked it. So here we go. Pick 1 and 2. Dub, you're one of these fuckers, man. Is it this one? 8 of hearts.
It's not.
8 of hearts. Oh! See that? Joe Stowe pulling up pick number 2.
Which means
why is Joe Stowe number 8?
Joe Stowe, because he lives in Buffalo, man. Because Joe Stowe lives in Buffalo, and all they have is fucking snow, and they make snowmen. So you know how 8 is a snowman in the card world. There you go. That's why you got 8. And here it is, last one, number 1 pick,
Mr. Dub.
C-Dub.
5th rounder that should have never been.
That's right.
Well, the pressure's on.
Pressure's on now, bud. You got a lot of different ways to go with that.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm not going to complain.
You can do a lot with that pick, man.
Oh, I know. I can trade it if I want it, but
trape is the word you're looking for.
Traping it.
Yeah.
You gonna trade somebody live on cam here? Or?
I would be willing to discuss.
No.
Of course you would.
All right, boys. I got to jet out. I'll let you break down this draft order, whatever else you want to break down, and I will catch you all later.
No, hold up.
Star Wars premiere.
Okay, I was gonna say you're gonna tell them why you're leaving. You fucking nerd.
Really?
I got my little. I don't know if you can see it. She wants the D2. Yeah, that's it. We're going.
Jesus Christ!
Get him off of here.
Get off the fucking air, man. I've had enough. Is he out of here? I can't take it.
Yeah, he's gone.
Agent, take it over, man. I've had enough.
What do we got next? We're going to go over the draft order, or
yeah, man. Let's touch on it. Kinky, since you were so gracious enough to I'm shuffling cards still, by the way. Since you were so gracious enough to take it down, why don't you break it down? What would you do with your C-Dub? What do you do with that number 1 pick?
For me, really hard. It really depends on your strategy for the whole next season with that pick, because you need to figure out exactly what type of team you want, because that's going to decide go with that pick. Is with so many great players, it's really going to be down to a lot of people we could argue would be that great first pick. So it's going to boil down to what style of a team do you want for the season? What style of a team's going to work for you? And then you're going to have to pick accordingly from there.
I mean, there's another way to look at that. Are you going to pick the best player just to pick the best player? You're going to trade back a pick or two and still get a top player? Or are you going to pick around yourself and say, I'm playing center and nobody else is playing center on my team? You know, there's so many different ways to go with it. Dub's got to really think about it over the weekend to figure out exactly what he wants to do, because that's a tough spot. It's a make or break spot. I mean, because he doesn't pick for 28 other picks, so better make the right choice is all I got to say.
It took all of 3 minutes before the Captain Season 6 thread blew up, and people are already discussing the trading picks. Oh, boy. And now there's 14 of us. Yikes.
Good Lord, man.
I bet you're supposed to be in that chat, aren't you? I'll add you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not supposed to be in that chat. I'm in enough fucking chats. All right.
Yeah, that chat is hectic, man. My pocket's just like I've had to put it on silent because it just feels like I got a vibrator in my pocket.
Same every season. If you're going to continue to captain, just as soon as you get added, hit the mute notifications button. Saves your life.
Oh fuck, that's brutal.
Oh, imagine that. Old Steven's making his way to the Star Wars film. What do you think about that, SO?
Of course he is, man. Ham and Yam and fucking Pale. They're all going to play Star Wars. It's cool, man. I don't know a thing about Star Wars, so.
Really?
Nope.
Pick number
Yam
2.
hates it, dude.
Who's pick
What?
number 2? Joe Stowe?
Stowey. Yeah. Pick number 2 is Stowey.
So, and what is he left wing or right wing? I never know what he split flop.
He plays it all, doesn't he?
I thought he was
Right,
left
but he
wing
doesn't
He can play center
naturally.
too. Okay.
I just see him as a guy doing. I don't know if he'll trade back or not, but I see him being a guy that's going to pick around himself to play the position he absolutely wants. Because he has been bounced around a lot the last few seasons. I see him doing that 100%. He's going to pick where he wants to play, and he's going to draft around that. But I've heard from a lot of guys that a defense is going to go early. I've heard that plenty.
Definitely.
So
Yeah,
who
I
do you
think so.
think's going number 1 overall?
Depends who has the pick, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know a lot of people want to say, "Oh, Demart's the number 1 pick." Oh, not necessarily. Like, if Rick Gretzky's ends up with the number 1 pick via trades or whatever, he's not going to take Demart. That's his position. So, you know, it just depends who's going to be taking him there. If it's C-Dub, if he keeps his number 1, it's probably going to be Demart. I would guess. But I mean, what do you think? Here's a question I'll throw out there. I'll give you my 2 cents on it. Who do you think like the top 5 is going into this draft? A lot of them are captains, right? A lot of guys, a lot of really top end talent are captains, like, which is a good thing. I think you got to say Demart, Surprise Me, Sea-Doo. Who else could round out this top
You think
5?
Sea-Doo's
Tom
gonna be a top 5
FTW.
pick? You're gonna throw that for sure?
I'm just saying she's in the conversation for sure. Tom FTW pick probably should be a top 5 pick. Cosmic Fade. There's 5 names for you right there. I just
Yeah.
gave you 5.
You think you're gonna see B Cripps go in the first round?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, because I want to play left wing, man.
Well,
So I mean,
Yeah!
Cripps
Bring it out!
might find his way on my team.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Ability. Hey, hi. Remember that time you said you were going to score 10 goals?
Remember that time we made a stipulation on whether or not I actually got a chance to play out? Let's be clear.
Incorrect. You controlled your own fucking destiny, and I said it's up to you. However, you split the playing time up. Where's my $10?
Okay. All right. I'll make good on that, but we're going double or nothing for next season then.
Done.
All right.
The bet was he wouldn't score 10 goals, by the way. And he didn't.
Oh, I did score a legit goal last night though in a club game, goalie to goalie, and
No.
it's DVR. It's DVR.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Love it. Love it.
Let's see. After Stowey, we actually have Dom Silva in the number 3.
What do you guys think Dom's going to do, man?
I just laugh at the threesome thing. It just gets me. I don't know, man. I see him. I honestly don't know. I think he has to stay and take a top talent, take a top forward to go play with him on that forward line to make it for sure quality. You know, find a Luca, find a Dan, find a somebody. I mean, Dom can move himself around, whatever he's got to do, but he's got to find a top
Luca's not playing forward, dude.
That
Luca's
is
not
true.
playing forward. Yeah.
Very true.
So it's not going to
There's another thing to touch on. There's multiple players not playing their natural position this season to try and have a little fun switched up.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where a guy like Luca will end up going. But I think Dominator still. I think you're right. I think Dom will do that. I think he'll keep the high pick this time. I don't think he'll trade down. I think he's learned. You got to know who you are. Dom knows who he is, and he's gonna pick accordingly.
Now, C-Dub, who do you think you'd take in that number 1 spot?
Fuck.
No pressure.
Yeah, no, that's going to take some work and some scouting because, I mean, for me, I can move myself around as well, right? Like, I can play defense again if I feel like building a forward lineup, or I can grab another defenseman and put myself back at defense and just have another solid defensive lineup like we did with the Hut Heroes this season. I don't know. I'm going to have to weigh my options, especially down the stretch of the draft, because it's really going to come down to I mean, yeah, great. I get that first pick, but then I got to wait forever to get that next pick, and it's going to be the same thing every time I get a pick. So, yeah, I don't know. I might not even keep the pick. I don't know. We'll see.
Did you like playing with Sea-Doo this season?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be crazy to say you're a defenseman you don't like playing with Sea-Doo. She compliments, like she'll tell you where to be. I hadn't played it. I played defense until this season, so I mean, I learned a lot just even watching her play. So I took kind of her style and my own style and kind of meshed it together to try and find my own way around the left D side. But yeah, I've also learned I don't mind playing D, so we'll see.
He's trading back.
Like I said,
Sea-Doo.
No.
Come on,
We'll
we don't need that here.
Hmm?
I rep your show enough on our own show. Come on.
Listen, I got a plug for tomorrow night. We got a big guest tomorrow night, man. I got a plug for it. So, you ready?
So you are doing a show, because Sober was a little concerned in the YouTube chat that he didn't even know if the show was going to happen.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Don't listen to anything Sober says ever. There will be a show. Yeah. So, listen, we missed 2 shows in the history, okay? It happens. Shit happens. 2. It's not bad.
No, man, that sounds like the second longest episodic running show in 239 history.
Yeah. Yeah, we take mid-season breaks every once in a while. It's what it is, But our mid-season break only lasts one. Yeah, exactly, man. We'll go kill Carl.
All right, hate to interrupt, but I'm going to see my way out of here now to prepare for the series tonight. Ability, good luck. I mean, you guys only need one, but we're going to put up a fight, and see you on the ice.
Go get him, Dub. Dub is out. Thank God I'm the best-looking guy back on the show again. Get out of here, Dub. Go play a fucking series.
I think we've covered a lot of what we wanted to get done tonight. Obviously, Dales, where are you at, man? This job of yours, it's killing the show. You gotta do away with that thing, man.
Ryan, you know where he's going to be tomorrow night?
Where?
On the Sober Elitist show.
Oh, isn't that something?
Isn't that something?
Man. Well, at least you're going to be there too, right, SO?
Oh, yeah. I don't think maybe Sober knows now. Sober knows now he'll be on the show. I haven't even talked to him yet.
Yeah.
Hey, Sober, by the way, guess tomorrow's daily. We good?
If you're curious, I mean, whatever.
I'd love to make it on the Sober Elitist when you're there, SO.
Oh, I know, that's right. I had you on and I bailed on you, man. I apologize, but sometimes it is what it is. Who rounds up who we left off with? Murph? Number 4?
Murph is number 4.
Should we run through the top 5?
Yeah, just run through the top 5 real quick, man, and see, like, Murph's a wild card. He's a true wild card. That's why I picked him as the Joker. I don't know his circle of friends. I don't know who he enjoys playing with, so I really have no clue who he could take at top 4. Those 5 names I mentioned, I bet you he wouldn't take one of them, which is strange because I think those are the top 5 picks. But I think he has a different circle of friends or whatever, so who knows? I have no clue who he would take. You? Anyone? Age?
I'm right with you. I mean, Yam took him the first round, so it's only fair that he picks Yam in the first round.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
You know?
Yep. Absolutely.
I don't know, man. I have, like you call it to a T. I have no clue. I don't know Murph's mindset. The guy doesn't talk very much when he's in a party. Well, I was in a G chat with him when I was on Yam's dumpster fire. I have no clue. I don't know. The guy messaged 5 times in the chat, so he's just one of those guys, man. He does his own thing. He shows up for the games, and he's a good player. So I think he'll have something figured out.
Kinky 5.
And 5 is Eye Soldier.
No, DJ.
Yeah.
He can't take his ace. Rome. What's he going to do?
That's going to be a tough call because really you look at this list of 14 and you see a lot of the best players in 239 in this list. So boil down to what's their position. And, you know, I know we've touched on it a couple of times now. It's really going to boil down to around themselves? Are they going to pick just based off of personality style? Are they just going to throw together whatever they think works and just run with it? It's really going to be on Monday.
I'm curious if DJ is going to play net again, because he's a guy he's a top 10 when he's playing it. There's no doubt about that. I think everybody's witnessed it. I mean, it happened. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't always enjoy it, and I know that's true from playing with the guy. He would rather play out, I think, a lot of the times. But, I don't know if he'll do it to himself and lock himself into it, or if he'll make it a game-time type of decision again. So that's also another interesting thing. Esso, do you think you're going to make the first 10 picks excellent on the dot again, or first 14 picks? I think you nailed them all right away.
That was pretty impressive, wasn't it?
I
think I got one. I think I got one wrong, and it was like right at the end. But yeah, it was funny. I don't think I could do that again if I tried. But I don't know. Who knows? This time around, there's not 2 fucking weeks to trade picks, right? So like, there's 4 days. If picks are going to be traded, they're happening right now. Like, it's going to happen tonight, tomorrow night. And we're not even going to have time to talk about it on these shows. We're not going to have time to cover it because the draft is Monday. So I'm sure there'll be a draft show on Monday or of some sort.
Probably for the best. Last time there was only like 62 trades that I was involved in.
That's what I'm saying. Remember Drug Monkey's mock drafts? He had to make 53 of them.
Let me go fucking change it again, you assholes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not making any more fucking mocks. Yeah. So that'll be good. It's too tough to keep track of all the trades. I'm glad I'm not in that fucking thread. Leave me out of that fucking thread, Ability. You listening to me?
I don't know what you said there, Esso. I got this big thing over covering my ear. But I sounded something about wanting in a chat. So I'll hook you up, bro. You know me.
Love it. You got anything else, Age, or are we about to close shop here? What's the story?
Hey, man, I'm wrapped up. I think we've covered everything that we wanted to cover in the show. I didn't miss Dale's at all. I don't think anybody in the audience probably missed Dale. So I think I still filled in really, really well for the guys.
I did.
So without a doubt.
Bravo.
I appreciate Kinky. Thanks for coming on the show. It was awesome having you. It was awesome having somebody else's input that hasn't been on here or nobody hears all the time. That's also something fun to hear.
Yeah, of course. And I love being here. I mean, as you guys know, I'm all about the 239 culture, and the spotlight will be back this week. I know this week was a little bit extra hectic for anyone actually watching Shoutbox, but we're going to start fresh with a new spotlight going into season 6 and see where the season takes us.
Sounds awesome.
Anything else from you goons or what?
Nah, man. Ability, good luck tonight, brother. I picked.
Yep.
I mean, I picked you to win. Once you went up 3-0. I picked you to win. So
is this gonna be Esso name right here? Is this gonna be a one and done tonight, or what's the deal?
No,
Ooh.
It's not gonna be a one and done. It's going a minimum of 6. Yeah, man, Ability. I really want you. You got to close it out, dude. See if you can close that first game out. If you give these motherfuckers life, woo.
Hey, that's the only thing I've been preaching all week to my team. We have every intention on going into Game 5 and treating it like a do or die. So it's going to be a war, something worth tuning into.
Speaking of tuning in, don't forget to tune in to the Sober Elitists Friday night at 8:30. Daly will be on the show because he couldn't make it to his fucking own.
All right, guys. Sounds good. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the Throwdown. Your favorites, Kinky, Ability, Esso, Agent. We love having you. Appreciate you watching.
Peace
out.
Peace, 239.